All right, all right, all right. I got my main man in the chair, and we're coming through just to show you what I do. Hey, cut me a deal so I can pay my bills. Hey, you ready, man? I should have been a rapper, man. Platinum. What's up? All right, so what we get, man? We get a
mid-fade, trim the top.
Mid-fade, trim the top. All right. I've been wanting to get him on here for a minute now. So, keep in mind, people, don't be scared when another race of people come through that ain't your race. Just tackle it. If you're a white barber and an Indian sit in your chair, learn how to cut him and cut him, baby. If you black and a white man sit in your chair, if you can't cut him, go learn how to cut him. So I'm gonna teach you how to cut it. If you don't know, if you don't already know, you about to know, and that's for sure. All right, so like I told y'all before, man, cutting Caucasian hair and cutting black hair is identical. It's the same motion. You don't lose your motion. You don't lose how you cut. You cut it the same. The only difference is guard sizes. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do this my way. I don't care what he asked for. I'm gonna just do it my way. Try to find this sunlight. Bring this a little bit closer here. See what we can make happen, Captain. All right, we're gonna go right up in there, man. I've cut him once before, or twice before. A little familiar with his hair. But see, it takes forever before we come back and get a haircut, so you know what I'm saying? Every time I'm cutting him, it's brand new all over again. I told the guy last week, I said, one of your problems is you don't get a haircut enough.
How often most people normally get them?
Most of your black men normally get one once a week. To the ladies, once every 2 weeks. The average black man, the longest he'll go is twice a month for a haircut. Now, your average Caucasian guy, depending on his style, he'll get a cut every month to every 2 months, depending on his style. Like guys like you, they get these type of fades. You know, you got to get your hair cut a little bit more than once a month or once every 2 months. You got to at least do twice a month, you know.
Yeah, everything gonna stay fresh and clean.
Right. So here's what I do right here. Now you see that I put the initial line in. What I'm going to do is come back and cut this down. That's my next step. Why? Because it has so much bulk hanging down. I need to get some of that out of the way, and I want to find my length that I want to start fading up into. Okay. I'm missing a guard somewhere. All right, here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 3 first on the top, open, and see what we're playing with. That should be good enough. And see what you do is, on Caucasian hair, when it's long like that, you want to start, sometimes you want to start at the base, because when you hit it, all of that's falling. Then when you don't want to cut too much bulk off here, but you want to make it short, you'll start here. Because you still want this to lay over. And when I mean lay over, I'm going to show it to you right here. See, the swirl. You want that swirl you want longer hair here, so when you hit it and swirl it, it can still lay. And then you'll start your chop effect down here or up here. You can't hit it right here, or his hair is going to stick straight up like this here. You see what I'm saying? After you cut it. So that's not what you want. You want it to lay down. So you would leave the hair longer around the swirls, or say a part in his head. If he has a part right here, you would leave that longer. And he kind of wears his hair like a slight wrap here. So Good teaching moment. So I'm going to take the guard down just a little bit. And you see where I'm cutting it now? Now that I kept this longer in this area, I'm chopping from here down. Because this is where my fade is. I want to keep his top at that length so we can do some things here rapid. So I want to cut some of that bulk out. You see I'm not up here. Let that stay long. See, I went right in there. I went right through here on my first one, and I hit it, but I didn't push this clipper all the way to his skull. I kept it off, and I just raked it. Why? Because I'm keeping that long, and when I raked, I automatically, once I got about an inch or two past where I wanted, I just automatically went in and touched his scalp. That's because I'm trying to cut it down. But up here, I left it long. Alright? That's for speed. That's stuff you can do without switching guards on and off. Your hand can become your own guard. Just your head knowledge. You can, once you learn how hair works and moves, your head knowledge can act as a guard without you taking guards on and off. Understanding what you're doing before you start cutting. Now that I got that to the desired length, now I'm going to put on the 1, and we're going to go up into this fade a little more. Now I'm going to open it. Alright. That's done. Now we want to start trying to fade up into that bulk. I'm going to grab a big 4. See, it's the same method as if I was cutting the black guy. I'm just using bigger guards, and I got it open. Why? Because I can always take off, but I can't put on. But look how it's automatically fading itself pretty much. See that? See a little bulk through there? This is a 4. Come back through there, and now I'm going higher up here because I still had thickness through here, a little line. So his hair is coming out of his scalp from way up here falling down. So what I did was I kept this 4 that I was fading upside down on, and I closed it and went up here, and I raked it down from up here. And guess what happens? The hair is now breaking here and falling down and automatically, naturally giving me that fade, trying to take that line out through here that you see. So that's what I was speaking about, using your same guard that you're working with. You don't have to keep taking guards on and off. Like I said, it's about understanding your assignment before you start. Because you know, a lot of people jump off in somebody's head and you get in trouble, and now it's a whoopsie. You know? And this guy's preparing, say he's preparing for his wedding. You don't have time for no whoopsies on nobody's permanent pictures. Like a wedding, you only get one time to do that. Well, you're supposed to. Supposed to only get one time. So he wears his hair, like I said, like this here. So I'm going to just go right in there. And I want to fade that out some. But instead of me having him here and chopping it, I'm going to just comb it back to where he would normally wear his hair. And I'm going to see how much I can get with this clipper. You hear it? It's cutting. It's all about understanding the assignment. Look at that. Now I can get that out the way some. And see, I was trying to fade that out there. And see, he's going to get a line here. So that's pretty much can be done if I wanted to, but I'm not satisfied with that. I'm going to fade this out just a little bit more. And I'm still using my foreguard. I haven't switched it yet. I'm about to. But I'm trying to see what all can I get just using what I'm working with before you start jumping around. Because he wants to keep his bangs down there, so that's what we're going to do. So that was a 4, so I'm going to grab me a 5 and put it on there, and I'm going to open it. We up here planting this high hair. So let's see. All right. So we got that out. Now we just got to work that line out right there. So I'm going to go back and grab this 3. And I'm going to see if that 3, I'll take some of that out. Most likely it's going to need that 2. I'm going to go 3 cloves. Alright, so let that 3 work its magic. I'm going different directions. You see that, huh? You saw I went from here, and as I was here, I saw it still had a line. What did I do? I started slowly turning it, turning my wrist. Left that basically in the same spot, but I hit that hair at a different angle to take that line out. And a little more line can come out of there. So I'm going to see how much I can get. Look at me, I'm hitting it at different angles. And every time I turn that angle, it cuts more and more. Before I go and grab another guard and then fool around and put another line in the head. See how much I can get with this here. Now I'm taking it up just a little bit. Get some more of that out. Now, I'm going to see what I'm working with on this head. Let me see what I do with this one. I want to make sure y'all can see it in my arm and anywhere. I guess we'll start back here first. I haven't even tapered him out in the back yet. Working on his fade. And remember, keep that finger as your guide. See, I'm able to pivot off of it and everything. I'm pivoting off of that finger. And I'm keeping it at my distance off that finger. See, he has a cut in his hair right there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, I might take the fade up so it don't be so noticeable on his head. But that's a natural cut he has there. He probably ran into a steel bumper knowing him. Alright, so I'm going to take him, turn him, look at him in the mirror, and see what all needs to be done. That'll look pretty good. So, but before we done, we come back and we check everything. We're going to taper him out in the back and on that side. See, I might come back through here and take some more bulk out of there. Even though it's faded, we get some of that dark bulk out of there. So I'm going to go to this side, and we're going to try to match him up right quick. Alright, now remembering what I did on the other side, started with that little 1. Then I didn't forgot what I did on the other side. I think I put a 3 on there. I'm gonna go with a 3, get some of that bulk up out of there. and then we'll come back. I need to be able to see what I'm working with. If you notice, I'm leaving him long here. I'm leaving him long. His hair was like that. I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to separate that just a little bit. Come back and I'm going to fade the rest. Get that out the way because I'm going to need that to turn the corner like he likes to wear his hair. Alright. Now remembering what I was saying on the other side over there about starting the haircut like here, trying to rake some of that length out of there and some of that bulk out of there. So I'm gonna keep this 3 on here. I'm gonna open it up though, and I'm coming right here. You don't see me cutting in there with that 3. I'm just gonna see what I'm working with. Now I'm gonna come right around that. I still ain't going in there. I'm just on the outside of that nape and at the bottom of it. Now once you see what you're working with, you can always go up a little further because now you see, okay, it's coming. You got enough hair for it to stay laying down and not spiking up. These are the things that you have to do when you're cutting Caucasian hair, because like I said, this will stand up on you. So you want to keep that longer than through here so that it can lay down. Now I'm closing it and I'm coming right back over where I just faded. You see how it's naturally fading itself in? Like you see that little line right there coming through here? I'm going to see how much of that I can get out with just cutting like this here. I might be able to get it all out. Look at that. We got a lot of it out. See that? So you don't always just have to keep switching guards. Just work with what you got. And then you can always come back and smooth it out. Take your guard, turn it over. This is about speed and all that. You know, I'm cutting slow just to show you guys. But if I wasn't recording, I would just do my thing. Just cut, and then I'll just flip this over and go right up into there and do that. But see, here's a line here that I want to get out. So I'm going to see if this 3 will get it out open without me putting on a bigger guard. And it is. Let's see what that 3 will do for you. And then you got to be careful because you don't want to take too much off and create another line higher. So what you do is, once you cut it down with that 3, it's like I tell you all the time. If you cut it down with a 3, if you grab a 4 and turn it over, it should automatically blend. It should automatically blend. Because I cut that top down with a 3. You see what I'm saying right there? Did you see that? I cut the top down with a 3. And I took a 4, turned it over and opened it up and go against the grain. It should automatically blend. Remember I told you, once you cut hair down, it won't cut as low if you already cut it down some. Once you grab a guard and go against the grain, it won't cut as low because you already cut the hair down some. See, these guards are designed to dig. So you're taking the dig away. That's why it won't cut as low. Alright, now we're going to come down here and see if we can fade that out and grab this 1 and go back at it. Open it up. I'm going to leave that there because I'm going to fade that with another guard. Alright, now I'm gonna fade him out in the back. Give him a good taper back here. Alright, now that was a one. Now I want to take it. I see something here. I want to fade out a little closer. So what I'm gonna do is grab this half of a 1 yard. It's a little lower, even though you see it's a good blend in there. And I'm gonna just take this little line out right here. Open it to adjust it to how I wanted to cut. Alright. I'm gonna grab this 3 again. I'm gonna come back at this through here. Remember what I did on the other side? I was like this here, and I started turning it up. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Trying to utilize everything I got before switching guards. Alright. I'm gonna come back over here. See what I can do. Get a little bit more of this up out of there. There we go. I'm gonna put a line on him and go from there. Now the reason I'm not really doing too much with this liner here is because it's, like I said, it got that new blade on it, and I want to wear those ends out before I start putting it in a lot of sensitive places. So I'm gonna take my weak ones and try to finish out over the sensitive spots. Like over his ear, that type of stuff. Alright, we're gonna work on his bangs here in a minute. So now I got that in, I can see the rest of his fade. I can see what I need to take out. I see a little through here I can take out. So I'm gonna take this 3 off and grab a 2. Y'all know what I do, I tease. Just go right in there and tease. That's all you gotta do. Ain't much. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna turn him around, put him in the mirror. So a lot of times when I'm doing that, I don't cut this with a liner because it's so, hair is real loose and whatnot. Either I comb it straight down like this because you don't want to hang it over in his eye. There's 2 ways to line this. Like this here, or you can comb it that way and fool with it. But here's, I'm gonna comb it down and get this bulk out right here. And a lot of times when I'm lining Caucasian hair that where it swoop like this, I leave this side slightly longer. And why? So when you pull it this way, it still have length to make your line look even across the front. I'm coming to you guys here. So I'll leave this side slightly longer, so when you're combing it and pulling it this way, it still has a little length to wrap the corner right there. And you kind of get a even look across the front. And then over here, you see that it's coming down here. So what I do, I move this back like this. And then I chop it. And then you slide it back and see what you're working with. And then it helps cover the thin spot up over the side of his head right here too. So now that I've done that, it's time to put the finishing touches on things. Now I gotta see how to part his hair. Now, how do you wear your hair? Go ahead and comb it. How you play with it with your hand. How you do your hair. So you gotta let him style it how he wants to style it. That's how he wears his hair. He knows where he wants his spots to be covered and all of that. So he wears hair like that, and then you go back and you take a look at it and say, okay, we'll bring that bang up just a little bit right on this corner. All right, do your hair again. All right, and he goes with the rough look and all that type stuff, which y'all do to your heads, you know. He think he pretty. That's what he really thinks he is. I don't know why he think he pretty, but he think he is. All right. Turn this here just a little bit so you can see this other side of the fade. I'm looking at it in the mirror. And Man, that is an awesome fade on that back. I don't know if the camera doing justice back there. But god dog. I gotta take a look at it myself. See if something needs to be changed or whatever. Alright, so here's what I don't like. That spot that he has here throws the hook that I put there. Now, he may live with it. I personally don't care that much for it. So me being who I am, I'm gonna go in there and see if I can make it not so noticeable by using that as my hook. I'm gonna use that already gap ball spot that he naturally have and start my line there. Without trying to take him back too much. Just do just a little bit, just enough.
Talking about where I hit that steel bumper?
Yeah, where you hit the steel bumper. So yeah, we turned this hook there. Now what I'm gonna do next is take this 1.5 and I'm just gonna go get some of that dark out of there. Just a little bit, not much. Just to see if we can hide all of that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Just hide it like that for the majority of it. But yeah. That's it. See that fade in the back of that man's head? Look at that. Can't ask for too much better than that. And with Caucasian hair, at the end of a haircut, it's always good to put water or grease or something in it. Lay it down, and then let him do his thing however he wants to style it up again. And he has hat hair too. All right, let's go around the world in a couple seconds. All right, do your thing with your hair one more time. All right. So I'm gonna show it to you guys out of the stand. Like I do. Bow. All right. Turn it for me with your legs. Keep on coming. All right. And again, another satisfied customer.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I keep forgetting to ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe, man. I always forget to do that. But you know, with his face on this thing and my skills, I think we should be getting enough subscribers to start paying the bills. How about you?
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
then.
Sir.
We're going to try it, man. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hit me up. Like, subscribe, share. Hit me up in the comments. Ask me some questions, whatever your concerns or thoughts are that I can help you out with. All right. Appreciate it.